Hello! It has been a while since I got this camera out. So much so that I have forgotten how to use it. So fingers crossed this works. I keep using my vlogging camera for everything. Need to get back into the habit of using this one. So, hello. Welcome to a video. I apologise for the lighting. My light is currently in storage and it is the middle of the day, but it's very cloudy, so it's looking a bit grey. I'll try and brighten it up a bit for you in editing. But hello, welcome to another video. I'm a little bit late with this one, but I did want to put together a little bit of a May TBR. I know I mentioned this in the last of my April vlogs, so here we are with me putting together a little bit of a May TBR. I have some pretty big reading plans, but not big in the same way that the April reading plans were big. Big in terms of I'm a little bit overwhelmed by this stack because there are some big books on it, but I love reading big books and they don't intimidate me as much as they used to, so this stack shouldn't worry me too much, but here we are. As a broad overview, my May reading plans are the same as they are every month, which is mood reading is my best friend at the minute, but I do have some ideas. So let's not ramble, let's just get on with it and I'll take you through what those thoughts are. First things first, I should probably mention my current read, which is Stones of Light by Zach Argyle. This is the second book in the Threadlight and is my Patreon buddy read. The live show for this is actually on Monday, so I should have read this last month and I didn't. So I am currently reading this one and should finish that for Monday for the live show. And then because it is my Patreon series buddy read, we are then going to be reading Bonds of Chaos in May for the live show to be early June. I don't currently own Bonds of Chaos, so I do need to get on that, but there you go, that is that. So book 2 and 3 of the Threadlight series, which follows a man who is a thread weaver, meaning that he can weave the threads of the world. I don't entirely understand it, if I'm honest, but his family is in danger. There is a group of baddies that want to get to his family. He would do anything for his wife and his child. His child is in danger, but he is also being haunted by a voice in his head that would like to take control. I feel like there's a lot going on. So far with this one, I'm enjoying this more than I liked Voice of War. Voice of War was a little bit bland, like it wasn't as fun or as interesting as I wanted it to be. This so far is already more interesting to me, so fingers crossed it continues to go uphill, but there's the first couple of books on the list. Next up I have Arcaneum Unbounded, or more so the stories that I can read from Arcaneum Unbounded. So I have read Mistborn Era 1 and the first 3 books of Mistborn Era 2. And I want to dive into Warbreaker, so before I get into Warbreaker I need to read the Elantris short stories and the Mistborn short stories. So we've got Emperor's Soul, Hope of Elantris, The 11th Metal, Mistborn Secret History, and Alamancer Jack, which I think is like the first half, oh no, yeah, maybe the first half of this book? I've got to read the first half of this. Finn, must you shake around quite so much? Hello. We have a little visitor. But yeah, I need to read the first half of this. I'm eager to continue with more Brandon Sanderson and get further into the Cosmere, and in order for me to do that, I need to read these. So those. And it makes sense to then mention that after that, I plan on going into Warbreaker. I feel like I've been putting this off for so long, and I don't really know why, but I'm excited to, as I say, continue with the Cosmere, read more Sanderson. I've loved Mistborn Era 1, Mistborn Era 2, less so, but I'm eager to get into more of his beloved stuff because I know that Era 2 isn't his most popular, but I am eager to continue with this. From what I know about this, they're princesses, 2 sisters who happen to be princesses. One of them has to marry the God King. Oh, Theirs is a world in which those who die in glory return as gods. Ooh. A world transformed by biochromatic magic, a power based on an essence known as breath, which can only be collected 1 unit at a time from individual people. Pretty sure it's something to do with like colour and stuff as well. But I've heard fantastic things about this, as I have with most Sanderson, and I'm excited to continue. Next up, I have all intention to read a book that I have been meaning to read for what feels like the longest time. And it is finally gonna be time for me to read Legacy of Ash by Matthew Ward. This is a beast of a book, but I am determined. This month will be the month that I will do it. It's one of my priority reads for this year, is to get through this trilogy, so I really do need to get a shift on with that, so this month is the month I start. I will be completely honest with you though, I don't know much about this at all, other than I have been told that I will love it. I have heard good things from many people, and I think it's going to be that sort of political fantasy, right up my street, empires on the brink of war, etc. Yes, of course, ruling families plotting against each other with sharp words and sharper knives. Politics! Blinded by ambition, they remain heedless of the threat posed by the invading armies. So busy fighting amongst themselves, they don't see a greater threat. Yeah, political fantasy on the brink of war. I feel like I'm gonna love this, and it's finally time for me to actually read it. Let's do that this month. Another one that I would like to finish this month, because I did start it last month, is The End of Everything by Katie Mack. This is a non-fiction about theories to do with the end of the universe. So it's the end of everything, astrophysically speaking. And it's about 5 different theories about how the universe will end. I have been completely fascinated by astrophysics lately, and I have enjoyed what I have read of this. It was just very heavy, so I ended up taking it a lot slower than I thought I would for such a teeny tiny book. But turns out that theories to do with the end of the universe and astrophysics and stuff is pretty heavy to read. Not a quick one, but I would like to make my way through the remaining 3. Yeah, the remaining 3 theories that I have in this. I feel like I am learning so much every time, and I have so much more astrophysics non-fiction that I want to read, but I don't want to put like a ton of it on my TBR because I now know how hard it is to get through it. So if I just aim to finish this one this month, we can do more astrophysics later. Why I've developed this sudden interest in astrophysics is beyond me, but I have. And I've never really been a non-fiction person, so the fact that I'm now enjoying non-fiction, I am very happy about. Just didn't see it being astrophysics, but it is. So with that, we move. Next up is one that may seem like a little bit of a wild card, but that is Spice Road. Something about this at the minute is just really catching my attention, and I think it's the Middle Eastern folklore and mythology and stuff like that is really captivating my attention right now, so I am gravitating towards this one. This is about a world where there's like a secret magical spice that awakens people's magical affinities if you drink a tea containing this specific spice. And our main character is like really great and powerful, and I think she's quite well respected. Like, she's got a reputation because of her powers. She battles jinn, ghouls, and other monsters spreading across the sands. But then her brother is discovered stealing the spice. Oh! The plot thickens. Her brother's dead. Her brother was discovered stealing the spice, disappeared into the deadly forbidden wastes, and she grieves him despite his betrayal. And then she discovers signs that her brother may be alive, spreading their nation's magic to outsiders. Oh, she wants to protect him and find him, and she joins the mission to hunt him down. Oh, it thickens. The fact that it's a brother-sister relationship makes me more excited as well, because it is a YA, so I was kind of thinking, there might be some like YA romance in there, but it's a brother-sister relationship, which excites me even more. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. It is absolutely blimmin' beautiful. This is the Fairy Loot edition, and it's just gorgeous. And then the last one on my list is another wild card, really, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know anything about what this is about, but the internet has been going crazy for it, my friends have been going crazy for it, and I thought that doesn't sound or seem like my sort of cup of tea, until more of my friends read it and said, actually, I see no reason why you wouldn't like this, you could join the hype train. So here we are, Serpent and the Wings of Night. I don't know what this is about. Fantasy romance, but more than that, apparently there's some like politics in here as well, and there is a thicker plot than just the fantasy romance. But what I wasn't aware of is the vampires. The adopted human daughter of the Nightborn vampire king carved her place in a world designed to kill her. Oh, there's tournaments. Of course there's tournaments. People told me this. I knew this. There's tournaments held by the goddess of death herself, but winning won't be easy. Oh, has to survive against the most vicious warriors from all 3 vampire houses. She must make an alliance with a mysterious rival. Let me guess, that's where the romance comes in. He's dangerous. He's a ruthless vampire, an efficient killer, an enemy to her father's crown, and her greatest competition. But she finds herself oddly drawn to him. Of course she does. There's no room for compassion, though. No room for compassion. War for the throne of the House of Night brews, shattering everything that she thought she knew about her home. And Rain may understand her more than anyone, but their blossoming attraction could be her downfall in a kingdom where nothing is more deadly than love. That sounds interesting and then really cringy, so we'll see how I go with this. But people have been going crazy for it. I've seen fantastic reviews for it, and my pals have said that they think I could actually enjoy this one. So we will see what happens. There we go. And that is my stack. Ta-da! That's the back of them. There's the front of them. That is my stack, plus Bonds of Chaos as well, which is the other Threadlight book. So I'm a little bit overwhelmed, but also I think this could be achievable. We will see. We will see. And there we go. As is always the case with me these days, I am a mood reader more than anything, so if I don't stick to this TBR, I make no apologies. But they're the books that are currently on my mind, top of my priority list, that I would like to get to. Hello, Finny boy. Have you come to say... Oh, you've come to say hello. Hello. Hey, baby. I'm in the... I'm in the middle of something right now. Surprise Finn visit. He just wants to eat my fingers. That's all he ever wants. Ready? Go. Now we have to play fetch. Right, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna wrap this up then, because I need to play fetch with the dog right now. Go. But if you have read any of these, feel free to let me know what you thought of them down below. Of course, keep it spoiler free, because I have not yet. And let me know what you are reading in May as well. What is like your top priority read for the month? But yes, thank you for hanging out with me for a little bit today. I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, give us a thumbs up, chat to me down below, all that good stuff. And I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye.